Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Abby Kareen, and today we are talking about something very near and dear to my heart. You're all gonna just, warning, I guess I should just say warning, disclaimer, something like call the press, call the news, call your wife, like call your kids, all that jazz. Like, I'm an anime nerd. It's what it is. I'm really excited today to actually share some of my favorite, I believe it, what is this? What is the title of this? The top 10, my top 10 90s anime. These are some animes that I grew up with, or ones that I just discovered. I'm just like, ooh, what's that? I like it. So I'm just gonna share them with you. It's pretty basic, pretty simple. I don't want to get like, I have to be careful because I don't want to get copyrighted for showing anime, because on my reaction channel with my friend Amon, like, you gotta be careful because you can get copyrighted for showing anime. I'm still ticked off Toho, like. But anyway, I wanted to share with you guys some of my top favorite 90s anime. And you may recognize quite a few of these because I talk about them a lot, or you've watched them yourself, and you may not know some of these too, which is totally fine. Hopefully I can open you up to some new anime and give you a little quick guide to some goodies, some classics and goodies. So oh, and also guys, sorry in advance, there might be some potential spoiler alerts. I'm gonna try and tread carefully and not like reveal anything of like a crazy plot line, but if I do, I'm sorry. I'll try, but I will try. Okay, I will have probably links to all of these anime trailers in the description, so like there's gonna be YouTube links, but like if you're just like, oh, this sounds kind of cool, you could totally just go down there to the description, click that link, and then just see the trailer for yourself and see if it's something you're interested to. And I would hope you would, because you know, it's nice to go back to 90s anime. I think it's really cool. One thing I really like about 90s anime is the art. I love that style. Like, I'm all for the new stuff, like, you know, Demon Slayer, obviously My Hero Academia, like Attack on Titan. Those are fab, those are wonderful. Even like Dr. Stone, which is like one of our favorite shows now. But like, still, it's just like, these are, something's very classic and cool about 80s and 90s anime. I don't know. It's old school and I love it. Let's dive in and check out some cool 90s anime. For the rankings of 10 through 6, I don't really have a ranking for those ones. It's just like, these are just 90s anime that I knew and I liked. But for the last 5, going from 5 to 1, those will be my ranked, and I'll have like my top favorite ultimate, you know, 90s anime as number 1. So stay tuned for that, because it's the best one ever. So a lot of these animes actually come from a show called Toonami. This was back on Cartoon Network back in like early 2000s. It was like the channel. It was so cool. Like Tom the little robot, like he had his own little like storyline, and so like him getting upgrades, or like there would be breaches on his ship. It was like a little story in itself, so it was really cool. And it was kind of like just how Toonami evolved. I don't know if it's still on. I think it is, actually. I'm pretty sure it is. Yes, it is. Duh. Because I was watching, what was I watching on there? I just was watching something recently. I don't remember. I know I have watched like My Hero bits and pieces on there, but again, I normally watch My Hero on my reaction channel with my friend Amon. So anyway, so for Toonami, they like provided so many amazing anime for us. God bless their souls, they're amazing. And so one that I really got attached to was Tenchi Muyo. It's I think that was my first like, what anime? Because like it was just so many random things happening, and like girls popping up, their boobs popping up, like skirts fly.
Important discovery you'll make is that 6 crazy women living under the same roof all have the hots.
Tenchi! What?
For him.
Leave Tenchi alone! Tenchi is mine! Tenchi and I are meant to be together, don't you remember?
Yeah, so Tenchin Muyo is about this kid named Tenchin, and he like somehow gets into these crazy adventures with all these random chicks. Well, they become like a close-knit friendship, I guess, that bigger. It was an interesting one, but like, again, I'm not gonna go too much into detail because I'm short on time. But if you want kind of like a crazy, wacky show with like adventure and a bit of drama and like some fun characters, I would really recommend checking out Tenchin Muyo. Another one that I really enjoyed, I didn't watch it as much and I wasn't like a diehard fan as other people, but Cowboy Bebop is literally such a fun show. Like, no joke. It has like great music. It's like that jazz. Fun like space show. I think what I really appreciate about the 90s, and probably a common theme you will see in this video, is I love space, galaxy, like futuristic shows. And you know, Cowboy Bebop, while it may not be futuristic, it's like set out, you know, people going in and out of space. It's fabulous. You know, the main character Spike, he's like, whew, crush. He is fabulous. He's suave. He's, I don't know. There's something just about a nice, tall Japanese man. I like it. If you're looking for some action and a good storyline, I would really recommend Cowboy Bebop. You will not be disappointed. I swear to God. This next one I'm actually kind of embarrassed to say because like I don't think that many people know of it, and it's probably for good reason. It's like the art is kind of poor, or the animation rather. Like the art, it still reminds me of the 90s, but like the animation is kind of bad. So it's kind of like you either are into this kind of show or you're not. But anyway, it's called, I'm gonna butcher it because I always butchered it as a kid, and it's a German title. Weiss Kreuz. Sorry if I butchered it, whatever. Anyway, so this story is like, I don't know, I'm really into spies, and I guess they're not really spies, they're more like assassins, but like nonetheless it's like secret like missions and stuff, and I'm also into that kind of stuff too. I love James Bond and Mission Impossible, like, you know, whatever. Anyway, it's about these 4 assassins, which like one is a teenager, one's like an innocent teenager, one's like an angsty ex-soccer player, one is like a playboy who he's like, what, 27? I don't remember. He's older and he like hits on like high schoolers. Well, no, that's not true. He doesn't hit on them per se. He hits on older women, but like he's constantly surrounded by high schoolers. So I was just like, that's interesting. Okay, all right. And then the last character is like this also really moody, like, I've been wronged kind of character. Like, I have to avenge, I can't say who because I don't want to spoil it, but he has to avenge someone. So it's a good show. But again, the animation's a little poor. It's really poor. It's an interesting show. Y'all like watch the trailer for that, or if there's no trailer, I don't know, like investigate before you watch it, because it is different, but for some reason I caught on to it and I liked it, and there you go. Another one would be, okay, so the English name is Soul Hunter, not Soul Eater, Soul Hunter. But by the way, Soul Eater is a great anime. If you haven't seen it, go see it. But what's the Japanese name? Hoshin Engi. Anyway, that is, I did not see that one on Toonami. I saw that on like some random Asian or something channel that just played anime every now and again. Actually, that's where I watched something called Fushigi Yugi, another really good show, but it's not on this list, sadly. Anyway, so this one is about I don't even know what to call them. Are they gods? I'm actually having a really hard time remembering what these guys, like what it's called, what they do, but like they have powers. I don't know if he's like a guardian. Oh my gosh, sorry guys, I'm bad at this. But anyway, so I think he's like a guardian or something, or they have to like, they kind of keep balance of the world, so it's kind of more like of a spiritual monk kind of thing. But anyway, so like the main character Taikubo is like, he's super wacky, quirky, like everything I ever wanted in a man. I think I had a big crush on him back then because I had crush on anime characters. Oh well. It also deals with like politics, because like the main antagonist is this beastie of a woman. I remember hating her so much because what she did was terrible. I hate her. But like she like takes over, or she seduces the emperor or whatever, and like kind of takes over the government, and it's just like she's a witch. Burn the witch!
Burn the witch! Burn the witch!
I suggest that you check that one out. I think that one's really cool, and there's some really fun characters on there. Like there's one character who actually reminds me kind of, not really of Gaara from Naruto, like kind of just like the style, like he has red hair, kind of that vacant look in your eye kind of thing. Obviously different stories, but he kind of reminds me a little bit of him. But anyway, check it out in the description. And then the big O is kind of, he reminded me of Bruce Wayne. That's how I got into it, but it's like Bruce Wayne, not Bruce Wayne with like a big old robot kind of thing, which is pretty cool. And it's like, I also like that style. It's kind of more of a monochromatic kind of color scheme. It's very like kind of, well, dark blacks and like dark blues, dark purples. It's kind of not like your cheerful, bright animes that you're used to. So I really dig it. If you kind of like a Bruce Wayne inspired anime, maybe check that one out. I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. Alright guys, now it's time for us to get to my top 5, and I'm going to be counting from 5 to 1. 1 obviously being my ultimate favorite 90s anime. Alright guys, here we go. So, coming in at number 5 is the Visions of Escaflowne. And this is really just like a fantasy anime, and that's one of the reasons why I really got into it, because I'm a sucker for like I guess the main character falling into a different realm or a different world. I think that's just a really cool concept, and it's one I've always been drawn to. I just really like this one because it's like straight up fantasy. Like this girl, Hitome, like falls into just a completely different realm, and it's one of fantasy, and it's just like, you know, there's like warriors, and I think there's kings. I know, like, I think the main bad guy, is he a lord? I don't know. He's something. He was hot. No, he was hot when I was a kid, sorry. But yeah, so anyway, so it's about her journey following into this world. She meets the other main protagonist. His name is Vaughn. I think she called him Vaughn. But anyway, it's like their like magical journey in this world, and like the kooky and serious characters that like are in there, and it's like her journey to get back home. So if you are interested in something like that, if you like fantasy, it's really pretty. I think it was like one of the first pretty animes I really fell in love with, besides car character Sakura. Coming in number 4 is Mobile Suit Gundam Wing. I know this might be a little shocker to a lot of people, because this anime is really like political, and it's obviously war, and well, it's really just about politics, y'all. That's really what it's about. It's about like robots in space and politics.
Battles are waged with mobile suits, the key to military dominance. The only hope for the colonies. 5 elite soldiers and their legendary mobile suits called Gundams.
You know, it's about these soldiers. They're like, not, they are kid soldiers. They're more like in their teens, I guess. I think they're like 15 or 16, I think. But anyway, so it's about these like, you know, trained kid soldiers pretty much, and they have these they have mobile suits, and so they pretty much take down bases and kill people. That's what they do with the suits. They either take down some type of base, or up in space fighting each other, or kill a whole bunch of people. That's really what it is. But you know, it's a good show. It's really long. I read a little bit of the manga, and I enjoyed that too, but it's very like heavy on content, a lot of politics, as I said, but like that kind of adds to the drama of it, because you know, there's this person who's trying to sign this treaty with this person, and it's completely like wipe out this city. I don't know, but like it's kind of like that. I'm not describing that one very well, but it's good. If you have any idea what Gundam Wing is, or mobile suits, or Gundam, like, you're gonna know what it is. So, you know, I highly recommend that. And again, it's another space anime, which I'm all for. Again, I love space animes. The next one I want to like really get into is Space Dandy, because what's up? He's cool. Coming in number 3 is another space anime, Outlaw Star. Outlaw Star is like a healthy mix of, in my opinion, sci-fi and fantasy. It's really pretty, but it has like this grunge appearance, just with like the main character, Gene Starwind. Super cool. I just think he's like, that was like a really, that was another like anime crush. Like all of them were anime crushes. There's a pattern. Something's wrong. Anyway, but like, he was so cool. Like he had the star tattoo. He had some scars on his face. He was like redhead, like tan. He lived in some type of warehouse. Those are not good qualities in a man. I don't want to love someone who lives in a warehouse. What was I thinking? I don't know. But yeah, so like he's the main character, and like he has this cool little sidekick, what is it, Jim Hawkins. It's very similar to like Treasure Island to me. I was about to say Treasure Planet. That shows you which one I like more. But yeah, so, and like they're like friends, and they like go on these adventures, and so they also get surrounded by girls, which I think is just a theme in anime. Oh well. Very similar to Tenchi Muyo, you know, but so just these crazy characters come in, and like one of my favorite, she is my favorite samurai. I was about to say hoe. She's not a hoe. She's perfect. She's perfection.
You fool!
So like I really got into Outlaw Star for her, really. But like I really like the story as well. I think it's cool. It kind of has a little bit of like, what's that one? Chobits? Like there's like a robot girl thing, and you know, so that's sort of in the mix as well. But you know, it's still a good anime, and like it's a classic. So number 2, I would almost want to like swap it with number 1 every now and again, because I really loved this anime. It's so good. It's number 2, but like it's so close to being number 1, and that is Rurouni Kenshin Himura Batosai, the Manslayer. It is like legit. It is such a good anime, and like I really like this one because it is set in feudal era Japan. I think this one's during the Meiji era. Rurouni Kenshin is about a wandering samurai, Tenchin Muyo, and his like path to become kind of a gentle warrior. Like he is sworn off killing people because he used to have this super like badass but dark past, and it's just like he kind of like is trying to kind of redeem himself. There's like some really cool villains that like are from his past that come back to like face him, and it's like really dramatic, but it's like in a good drama kind of sense, and there's great action, some really good characters, like stand-up characters, like you know, there's Sanosuke, is it Higata? I think it's Higata.
We've gotta fly. We've gotta fly. We've gotta fly. You better watch out for us, Osaka, because we're heading over to see ya.
Darn it, I guess I missed him.
Saito, you creep! What do you think you're doing?
So Rurouni Kenshin's coming in at number 2. He's awesome. Holla, like, it's a good samurai show, y'all. Check it. And coming to number 1, the top, the most, the greatest, the best, like the one that beats everyone else, is Yu Hakusho.
I don't know where to go when I feel like crying. Oh my, it's time to open myself to something new. I wanna stop and grow up again.
Hands down, favorite show. This is about a boy, Yusuke Urameshi, and like he is just some punk fool, like street kid which is like my favorite anime character type. I love the street punks, like the punk kids, the ones that are the delinquents. I just love that style. I was never like that, so I had to live vicariously through them. But so yeah, it's about him, and he dies. yeah, I know that might be a spoiler. It's not really a spoiler because that's literally like the first like second, like literally. But like it's his journey because Yusuke Urameshi becomes a spirit detective. So a spirit detective is like pretty much someone who works for like the heavens and works for King Yama. But what they do is like they fight demons. If demons like come into the human world, then they're the ones who like either send them back or send them to down below. I don't know why I don't want to say that word. Hell. It's fine. I can say that word. Okay, it's fine. That was weird. But yeah, so like it's his journey to become one. So he's brand new, a little baby, and he has to like fight demons. So it's pretty intense. It's pretty awesome. There's some really good sagas in that show. You know, the first one's obviously him just becoming a spirit detective and having to go on these different quests and journeys and missions, if you will. And then like it gets to the next season, which is hands down, like I can't think, that's not true. Hunter x Hunter had some really amazing sagas in there as well, but this saga right here is like the best, and that is the Dark Tournament.
The Dark Tournament. It is the fiercest fighting competition on either side of reality. Organized by human businessmen who make their fortune in the underbelly of the black market and muscled by the most notoriously cutthroat demons spirit world has to offer. Each millionaire assembles a team of 5 fighters, and the teams fight to the death. Sometimes a special team is invited to the tournament as guests, made of fighters who have earned a reputation for causing trouble. Participation is not a choice for them. This year, one such team exists. Yusuke, Kuwabara, Kurama, Hiei, and the mysterious masked fighter are this year's special guests.
Literally, Yusuke and his crew fighting against demon teams, and it's like it's so good. It's so good. Like, you know, and like there's so many good characters. Like all the main 4 characters are Yusuke Urameshi, Kazuma Kuwabara, Kurama. I was gonna call him Kurama, and then Hiei, and like they're just it's a fun group. Like it's your typical dynamic, you know, you got the punk kid who's the leader, you got the goofy big guy who's like the sensible one, really, like he acts tough but he's really like a softie on the inside. Then you have like the cool collective intellectual one, and then you have like the rebel mean one. He's mean, but he's great. Like you really learn to love all 4 of those characters, and even the side characters are really fun too. But like I'm gonna tell you right now how much I love this. Like I have like the other ones too. I did not buy the first season because it's actually it's probably the slowest in my opinion, but that's just because it's the first season. You're getting to know the characters, so it's good, and it's like you do need to watch those. But once you get into these seasons, bam, you're in for a treat. But like legit, I would 110% recommend watching Yu Hakusho. Okay guys, that's it. That is my list. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you've actually seen any of these animes and what you think, because I will literally spend hours talking to you in the comments about it, because I don't really have that many people to talk about 90s animes with. Also, if you have some of your favorites, or if you have like a top 10, top 5 list of your favorite animes back in the 90s, let me know, because I would like to find some new ones. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that alarm bell. And if you're feeling really cheeky, leave a like and a comment down below. Alright guys, I'll talk to you next time. Bye.